We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down now. It's Mack, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Field to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch.
Rivers.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
T.Y. Hilton.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. This is Wilkins. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 24-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
8-yard pickup.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
It's 4th down and goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Colts, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Mack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
1st down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Rivers pass.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown.
The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's going to be a 19-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. DeAndre Carter returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
A gain of 19.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. He showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 29, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Load it. Check. Right, 89.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Rivers' throw going to be taken in by Campbell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Rivers escaping the pressure right. Campbell making the catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Harris Campbell. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
they'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Marlon Mack, the ball.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The ball carrier.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Open man is Duvernay.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Rodgers on the return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On the return, Carter.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. A dump underneath to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass.
Rodgers.
Not much there, only a yard.
Aaron Jones.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, here's Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.